Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan with Orville Redenbacher. At least that's what I'm going to call this one because like a bowl of popcorn, it is popping. Everywhere you look at this thing, it's got a pop-out bed on it. This is a Highwall Flagstaff pop-up, which is kind of what I call a suitcase camper, where it's like an entire travel trailer that folds down into something the size of a pop-up. So if you have a limited tow rating, you just don't want a giant thing behind you, or like if you need to park it in a garage because you live in like an HOA and they have specific restrictions, this is a great way around it. And I really like this layout. It's a really good mix of storage space, and with that extra little kitchen pop-out you're looking at over here, it's like one of the biggest feeling pop-ups I think I've ever seen. And I mean, the overall shape and condition of this thing, the cleanliness, I think it has earned the designation of like new. I haven't found any sort of significant defects or dings or blemishes. The only thing from the factory I've noticed that is either missing or maybe not as I expected it is this light over the dinette in the slide. One of the two clips is one of the legs broke off, but obviously it still hangs up there and it still works. And then one of the two bunk end fan lights I have not been able to locate. It's possible it's in a storage pocket I haven't found yet, but I haven't found anything like that. Other than that, the only, there's a little bit of particulate on the floor in here that I think I tracked in with my shoes. It's in pretty stellar condition. I like that one-piece entry door, by the way, because when you're an adult-sized person and you're walking out of the camper, the door handle is at like belt level instead of shin level, where, you know, it makes a little bit more sense. Now, one of the things over here, this isn't a bathroom model, but if you take a peek, you can actually either use it as a storage chest or hide a porta potty over here. Perhaps, you know, a camper like this, I see somebody really utilizing it, saying, well, you know, we're going to make sure we use the park facilities if we need to use the bathroom. And that works for a lot of folks. I could see it also with that potential porta potty space right there, though, being useful for someone for like a little late night, or it's rainy and the kids wake up, Mom, Dad, I got a potty kind of moment. Now, that little corner stand over here, if you note, that does flip open. Now, you can kind of see the back, I think, of the outside shower right there, but it's not wasted potential storage space. That's something they do very well here. You'll also see, if you really take note and look down a little bit, you'll see like household outlets. There's actually TV hookups over there. If you want to convert this into some kind of little TV stand, you could do that. And I actually like the double seating area. Like this little L lounge where I'm kind of chilling right now. You're right over here next to the people at the dinette, and that's a big dinette. That's an easy two adult, not to mention, you know, an adult and a kid on either side, kind of lunch, dinner, Monopoly board game situation kind of dinette space. The extra lights that you have up top there really make a heck of a difference. The table's free floating, which is nice. So if you want to pop that outdoors for picnic time, you can, or shift it around. Like if you're like me and you're carrying some pandemic pounds around the middle section, you can kind of cheat it over toward the wife and kid. Now there's a small storage pocket on this side. It's not full storage underneath because there's a water heater under that. So kind of keep that in mind. But that entire bench over there is storage. Now you may have noticed that one little hanging kind of wardrobe shelf thing above the next to the front bed. You've got another of those over here. Those are some handy aftermarket or optional things some pop-ups can have. Good dedicated counter space there. And over here we see just a pocket of storage, and that is a three-way refrigerator next to the propane furnace. Now, three-way fridges in a camper like this means 12 volt, 110, and propane. But it's not like a 12 volt compressor like you expect and you're more commonly exposed to in a lot of the newer, say, like travel trailers. It's still a passive absorption fridge. So that just means 12 volt 110 propane means cold, colder, coldest. And Haylett RV diehard viewer, Mr. David Weidman, will be happy to see that this RV is baby hammock compliant. Obviously, that's just a general cargo net. That's a silly, stupid name I threw out one time and he never let me forget it. By the way, king beds front and rear. 70 by 80 king beds on this thing, front and rear. So very comfortable, larger adult-sized sleeper spaces than almost even a lot of travel trailers have. And have you noticed, we have both an air conditioner and the extra large power vent fan back there for some either, you know, whether you're in the parks and have a generator running the air, or if you're just wanting to get some fresh airflow and you want to unzip some of these side panels on this pop-up down, you can do that. By the way, something people ask all the time, what is this thing right here? It's actually like a hanger, you know, so you could hang some jackets, hang some clothes, hang an unruly child by their toes, as my grandmother would say. The kitchen space over here. They did a really good job of this, I think, considering the limited space that they had to work with. But with the sink and the stove covers in place, you can really use a lot of prep area there. Not to mention, over here, a couple handy dedicated drawers, which is something pop-up campers, I swear, almost never have. I like this layout. This is a good layout. Now, not just inside, outside as well. I mean, it looks fantastic. The only thing I've really noticed outdoors is this is set up, again, kind of like a travel trailer for dual propane tanks. I just only see one in place, so it needs another 20-pound propane tank, I suppose, although it could theoretically work on just the one. Now, this has a large front storage trunk, but, you know, when the bed's popped out, you can't get to it from the top, so it has the handy side access doors here, which I like the positive latch system on that. Now, one thing I want to point out here, you saw the grill and a little table included with it. At a glance, you might look over here and go, oh man, you're not going to put that grill right under that pop-out thing for the kitchen, are you? Wouldn't that heat cause a problem? First of all, RVQ grills don't cause that much heat. Secondly, no, you're going to put the grill over here on the right side where the propane hookup is. That's what that little hatch is on the sidewall right there. Got that bag style awning, which is pretty common on pop-up campers. And again, when this folds down, the travel function of these things, or the storage function of these Highwall pop-ups, is where they really shine, because you get the full space when you reach your destination, but going down the road, it's only, I don't know, what, 5 to 6 feet tall to the top of the air conditioner. I haven't hard measured that. I probably got some specs at the beginning of the video for you. And it's only about 7 foot wide. And with the little wheel on the tongue here, you can push it into your garage if it's relatively flat and just physically maneuver it around. You've got the power lift system on this, which is a godsend on these bigger pop-ups, because not only is the roof bigger and heavier, but with the weight of that air conditioner up there, let the power lift do its thing. I will tell you, the power lift is anything but quiet. If you are forced to do some nighttime setups, maybe bring your neighbors a little apology gift basket in the morning. But other than that, it sure beats manual. It's not like manually cranking it would have been any quieter either. Sitting there hearing tick all night, you know, just really loud and annoying. Like my wife says my voice is. Although you folks could probably confirm that at this stage. So what do you think? Orville Redenbacher. Seems right, right? So, I don't know. Maybe if it does seem right to you, you could pop on over. Popcorn jokes. They never get old. They keep popping up. Oh, he did it again! Anyway, take care, stay safe, have fun, and thanks for putting up with me, everyone.